G'day, my name's Neen and I'm an attention expert. What does that even really mean? Well, I believe that people will profit by paying attention. And I think that paying attention increases productivity, it increases accountability, and it definitely increases profitability. You know, Jim Rohn is someone that I would have loved to have had dinner with. He said that success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. And when I thought about that, I thought about this whole world that we're living in where everything is digital. Fast Company says that social media promotes narcissism, that our smartphones are creating insomnia, and that kids are appearing less empathetic now. Based on all of this research, I decided to do a digital detox, and many of you have written in based on the blog that we wrote about that, and you can find that here at the website of 10 different strategies of how to do your own digital detox. You know, I actually thought it would be really hard because it seems to me that even though I'm an attention expert, I'm always connected. And having my own practice, that makes sense. My clients are around the world, and so I run multiple time zones. But here's what I realized. I was using my phone. So for example, if my honey was driving, I was on my phone and I could really be talking to him. Or I noticed at night if he was watching TV, I was on my laptop. Not doing anything productive. Maybe it was just on Pinterest or Facebook or something like that. So there's definitely time for a digital detox. So I chose a holiday weekend, and that made it a little easier, I think, too, because many of my clients were out enjoying the people that they love. So you can find 10 strategies on our website, but today I thought I would share with you 5 strategies to really help you, or at least consider, a digital detox. Strategy number 1 is choose a time frame. I chose to do a 3-day digital detox, and secretly I wish I'd chosen 4. I did it over a long weekend, so that was a little easier. But maybe just start small. So maybe choose 3 hours instead of 3 days, but choose a time frame of how long you're going to do your digital detox for. And then the second strategy is tell loved ones. I tell people that I care about, that I'm regularly in communication with, I'm just going offline for a few days. I'm totally okay. But for people that I might text fairly regularly, I didn't want them to be concerned. Strategy number 3 is put away devices. Now, what I did was I even offered to give my cell phone to my honey. Not that that was required, but when you put away devices, it's less tempting to just check them. I turned off my Mac, I put away my phone, and I found that so much easier. So if you're just doing a short digital detox, can you give your phone to someone else and increase your accountability, maybe even to a family member? And then the 4th strategy is be quiet. Interestingly, this is the one I found most challenging. You see, I love to run, and we have a great park where we live, and so often I would put on every device, you know, my GPS watch, my Fitbit, and my headphones, and I'd use my iPhone, and then off I'd go for my run. But I decided to go totally device-free. And interestingly, what that does is it leaves you with your own thoughts. Sometimes up here, crazy town. But just being quiet is also really powerful. Across my digital detox, I caught up on so many magazines that I'd been desperate to read, picked up books that I'd started but not completed, and that quiet allowed me to get more clarity around some strategic direction for my business. So I wonder if you could be quiet even if it's just for a few hours. Now, I'm not talking about sitting cross-legged and going, I'm not necessarily talking about that kind of meditation, but just a quietness, a stillness. It's amazing when you take away the clutter of social media, email, and the constant requests from people, how much easier it feels. And then the 5th strategy is enjoy focus. What I found at the end of the 3 days was my head was clearer, I was sleeping deeper, I wasn't concerned about anything that I had missed out on, and when I finally checked back into the world and opened my email inbox and I looked on social media, it wasn't really as scary as I thought, and it wasn't like I missed anything super interesting. I did miss a friend's birthday, so I was very apologetic for that. But Facebook now tells me when people's birthdays are, so I think that I've kind of used that as my default position. You know, what happened was, at the end of the 3 days, I wish I'd done it a day longer. So may I encourage you to consider a digital detox. Step away from your computer, your phone, anything that feels like it's everyone else's requests, it's everyone else's attention, and just focus on you and the clarity of thought that will come. I'd love to hear if you've tried this. Please write your comments below. And if you need any more strategies, you can find 5 additional strategies at neenjames.com. Just click on the blog. Now, if we aren't connected on social media, you can do that easily. You can follow me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is @NeenJames. Or if you haven't liked us at Facebook, we would love that. It's Neen James Communications. So tell me about your digital detox. Does this scare you? Have you done one? Please share your ideas with us on the blog or down below.